For those of you who watch these 5-minute seminars regularly, you may notice, if you're paying attention of course, that I'm back in my light green shirt. The shirt that my accounting friends deemed inappropriate. They told me I wasn't appropriately dressed to address a group of accountants. Their problem, not mine, because to be quite honest, I don't give a damn what my accountant friends think of the way I dress. The problem is, however, that most people, normal people, go through life worried about what other people think of them. You should not waste a single drop of your energy worrying about what other people think about you, because they don't. They're spending their time worrying about what you think of them. Now, think about that for a moment, because what it means is you have two people looking at each other, neither of whom is actually in the room. They're off in some other little parallel universe wondering what each of them thinks about the other. Complete load of nonsense. It's worse than that, however. Because if you are going around with this chip on your shoulder in relation to what other people might think about you, then you've actually distanced yourself from the only place and time you can actually be, the here and now. Unfortunately, however, we've been reared right from our earliest years to believe that what other people think about us is important. It's called approval, and we all yearn for approval. Indeed, to quote Tony DeMello, who I quote at various times on this website, we were all reared on the drug of approval. And now, as adults, we're addicted to it, and we simply cannot get rid of that addiction. It's a terrible affliction, because we go around trying to be what we're not, in the hope that other people who really don't give a damn about us will approve of us in some way. What you need to do is approve of yourself. What you need to do, rather than thinking about what other people think of you, is to spend a little time thinking about what you think of yourself. Do you like yourself? Do you love yourself? Now, I know the vast majority of people to whom I ask that question will invariably answer both those questions no, because there are things about themselves they don't like. You are what you are in the here and now. You better get used to the notion that you are, underneath all your programming, underneath all your misconceived notions about your strengths and weaknesses, you are a ball of energy that can be sent out into the universe, in return for which the universe will give you everything that your heart desires. Now, unfortunately, if I'm standing in a room looking at somebody else wondering what he thinks about me, my energy is not being invested in the universe. I'm investing almost none of my energy, and as a result, I'll get very, very little in return. That's why normal people have normal lives, not too bad lives. At least not too bad. So, for a few minutes after this 5-minute seminar, you might spend a few minutes considering how you feel about yourself. I know I have clients ring me telling me that they're suffering from low self-esteem, but low self-esteem is a useless thought. It's as useless as wondering whether you unplugged the toaster before you left the house this morning. It has nothing to do with the reality of you being a ball of energy here in this moment. And if you pour out your energy into the universe by fully doing what you're doing, rather than thinking about what other people think about you or how you're doing it, if you pour your energy into the universe, life will not only be so much easier, you'll be in flow. And as I said a moment ago, the universe will give you everything that your heart desires and more. So, finally, again, to remind you, take 5 minutes after this 5-minute seminar, so that's only 10 minutes out of today, and reflect on who you think you are, and more importantly, who you might really be.